Rose Gold, and this is my show, Cooking with Frieda. Welcome to my beautiful kitchen in gorgeous Winter Park, Florida. All right, already with the sun. I think my hag chic today is turned up to 11, okay? I have my Edgar Barabies that I got, I don't know when. I think I met him at Studio 54. Well, I can't talk about that story. He'd probably sue my pants off. Today's recipe is a Polish stew. Look at this plate. Hashem made this when he was a kid. He went away to camp one summer, and the camp counselor called and said they were worried about the wavy lines on the plate, something about his mental state. Maybe he should be on some, whatever. No, I said no. Look at this, he's an artist. So anyway, I got all my ingredients. You got your carrots, you got your, what is this? You got your carrots, you got your cabbage, you got your potatoes, you got your celery. Just, one night I opened the refrigerator and threw a bunch of crap together. And last but not least, the Polska kielbasa. No worries, it's kosher. You can put it in anything. But it brings back so many memories. When Murray and I were newlyweds, I used to make this all the time, and I think it was when I was working with Uncle Morty at the Pants Palace. One of my beautician friends came in and she said, I have a client for you. He needs some special pants made. He's joining a mime troupe. I said, why not? I called him. I said, please bring in a picture in your mime drag so I can get a, So, about a week later, he calls. He comes in and he says, I'm starving. Do you have anything to eat? I says, what? I don't know you from Adam's apple. Like, who are you? What is this? So I said, do you eat meat? And he says, of course. And, in my mind, I'm thinking, well, he looks like one of those dirty hippies. You know what I mean? Like, why would I think why would I assume he would eat meat? I mean, he had the long hair, the dirty fingernails. Right? He looked like a real schmendrick. So I start measuring. Murray makes him a brisket sandwich and puts it in a paper towel and hands it to him. And he looks at the sandwich. You would have thought we handed him a dog crap on bread. So he says, would you mind putting it on a plate? So he puts it on a plate and he says, can you cut it in half? So he cuts it in half. Murray says, what, you want a pickle? He said, of course, yeah, I'll have a pickle. So we give him the pickle. I'm done with the measuring, everything's okay. He looks at Murray, he says, have you ever had anal sex? And Murray says, no, of course not. What do I look like? This is my wife here, we'll tone it down a bit. No, he continues, oh, well, you should try it. I've done it, and he actually found it quite pleasurable. He starts talking about he was in France, he had diarrhea, he couldn't find a bathroom, he's running around from vestibule to vestibule, and he finally ends up shitting in someone's doorway. Ugh. Murray looks at me. We start to give him the bum's rush. Here's your hat, what's your hurry? So we get him out the door. He left his mime picture behind. So I put it up on the refrigerator so we shouldn't lose it. So I make the pants. I call him, tell him to come in, try them on for a fitting. So he comes in, I need another pair of pants. I met this girl and, she's a prostitute and she's picking between me and some billionaire. I wanted to say, save your money. Okay, she's picking the billionaire. I mean, what is she, Fakakta? So he tries on the mime pants. They fit like a glove. Strike three, he comes back to try on the new hooker pants, and they're the wrong color. They don't fit right. He's not paying. He's starving. He needs something to eat. I look around and I see on the stove, there's this pot sitting there. And I open it up. Ugh, oh my God. Hand to God, it smelled like something died, came back to life, died again. It was like a Hindu nightmare. I made the Polish stew a few days before. I totally forgot about it. I said, so would you like some stew? So Murray lights the incense. I'm putting out the stew. The guy eats 3 bowls of it, okay? Then he starts going on. He wants to be a comedian. He wants to try his stand-up act with us. Something about his father's ashes got mixed in with bread dough at a supermarket. And Murray says, well, if your mother's ashes got mixed into another batch, then his father could butter his buns. I thought it was funny. But this mime, gee, no sense of humor, right? He just straight face, nothing. We got nothing from him. So he's getting ready to leave. And all of a sudden, this look comes over his face. For blunging. He's looking at the refrigerator, and so we look, and there on the refrigerator is the mime picture that he left. And Hashem, my little artist, draws a big pisha and 2 balls on the... So he walks, takes the picture, leaves. That's it. I never hear from him again. So I start to get worried. I think, what about, did we poison him? I thought maybe he got diarrhea again, hopefully, nothing worse than that. Maybe he's off shitting in somebody else's doorway. So I was afraid to ask my beautician friend, you know, how's from the mime? Is he okay? Because then, well, wouldn't that be suspicious? We're the last ones to see him alive. Murray was the one who called. He said, oh, hi, we wanted to know how everything went. Oh, by the way, have you heard from the mime? And she says, oh yeah, he moved to San Francisco. He's starting some business, something. He's calling it acrosage. It's like a mix between acrobatics and massage. By the by, the hooker went with him. So what? Sometimes I'm wrong, okay? I can be wrong. Murray, rest his soul, would have a heart attack if he heard me say that because, you know, I'm always right. And this is what it looks like when it's done. Isn't it beautiful? No, I didn't intentionally poison the mime. I mean, but you know what? Who gives a shit about a mime anyway? Nobody likes mimes. Everybody thinks they're all, you know, whatever.